So this is our new supersized bead roller. And this is the original one. As you can see, they're almost the same, but let me point out to you what the difference is. This of course is a smaller handle, and the biggest difference is that the supersized roller has, if you can see, there's a gap right here in between, if you can see that gap. And the original roller, you don't see anything, barely. So this has a gap so that it can take in a heavy paper or several strips of paper. So that's our new supersized roller. And now we will try and make and roll from cereal box. So this is my favorite snack, Lucky Charms. So anyway, I'm just gonna go over with you one more time on how I line my paper. This is how I have always done it, and even when I was learning. You see, when you have like a piece of paper, this one I already cut from it, so it's kind of like slanted already. But usually the paper, the first cut is a straight edge. So then that's not a perfect isosceles triangle, right? So what I do, I'm going to be making a 1-inch bead. So the first cut, the first measurement, the 1-inch bead, I will mark the first. A mark is 1/2 inch. In other words, the first cut, the base is 1/2 inch. This way, then you will get the tapered edge like this. So let me show you. Okay, so look, this is how I lined the paper, the cereal box. Okay. The first measurement here is 1/2 inch because this is the straight edge, and then the next one is 1 inch and 1 inch. So I will cut the 1-inch strip of paper. So what I normally do with the first strip, I can just discard it, or you can roll it into a bead, but it's not a perfect triangle. And if you want uniform beads, then you won't be able to use that one anyway. So that's the first one. So now you have an angled edge. So then you will cut your 1-inch strips of paper. Okay, so I cut the box into 2 strips of paper. So the next thing that I want to do, if you see the side of the strip, you can see that it's this color. So I want the finished bead to have a color, something like also like red or whatever kind of ink you have. You can just color the side with a Sharpie. That way, you have a nice color showing when you're rolling the bead. So I have like an ink pad like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to run my strip of paper through the ink pad and now it's red. You don't see that color of the cardboard anymore. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So now you don't see that cardboard color. And the next thing that I would want to do is when you will discover that when you're rolling the bead, this part will separate from the colored paper. So I'm gonna do that and separate it right now because I don't want the top to be wrinkling. So you can just do this with your nail and just take out just a little bit of it. So you see, it comes off easily. The roller will be able to roll it even when it's thick, or even when you roll like two of these together. But I just find that if I take out this part, your bead and the paper will lay nicely. So just that portion right there. Okay. I'm not gonna take it out all the way to the end because you will like a fatter, thicker bead. Just this portion here, I want it to be more flexible so it lays down nicely. And so then I'm gonna take my bamboo roller. You know, you will get the roller from me looking like this. The middle bead is just to hold it. You can keep it and glaze it and use it if you want to, but it's just something to, you're not supposed to use the roller with that bead attached to it. I know I failed to mention that, and somehow it confuses other users. So anyway, you will you can insert the paper like on my other video, my brother's video, like this. You can use it closed up like this, and because like I said there's a gap, it goes in easily. Or you can take it out and put it in between like so. Whatever you feel comfortable doing is what I'm saying. So now I shouldn't have taken, okay, towards the end, and then start rolling your bead and just keep it centered. And this has a bigger handle, actually, easier to use. And just keep your white glue handy. So I will be using white Elmer's glue or whatever you have, not the glue stick, because I don't think the glue stick will hold. So just adjust it a little bit, keep it in the center. So, and now you can glue the ends, and just like that, and pressure pressure for about a minute. Well, half a minute should do it. It takes a little longer because it's cardboard. And I might just as well, you know, just coat everything, all the parts of the bead with my finger. Wipe the excess glue on there. And then you would pull it like this. And you have, you have a bead. Now, we will dip this into the Vibrance. The Vibrance is paper glaze. It's not a glue. Before you do that, I want you to, one more time, just kind of coat it a lot with white glue, because that will base coat it, will prep your bead. And you want to let it dry. Okay, let me show you. You string it. You string it onto a nylon string, fishing line, and you will put a bead in between so the two of them don't stick together. So this one, I did this last night, so it's already base coated 3 times with a white glue and then dip into the Vibrance. So what I normally do is just pour the Vibrance into here on some little paper cup and just dip it like this. So this has already been dipped and it's ready, but just to show you, I'm dipping it again. Okay, it's not gonna do it harm, but I was supposed to make this into an earring already to show you. Now I have to wait for it to dry a little bit. Okay, so there you are. And if you want to try the bamboo roller, they will be on my Etsy shop. So I will come back and show you. I probably would have to do that in the next video. Okay guys, thanks for watching.